Hi, this is Gil Cargill. I'm very excited to introduce you to what I'm calling the future of sales. It is the autopilot system that your company has just embraced. Now, autopilot allows you to interact with the mothership, the main database, through a mobile app in your smartphone. If you'd like, without extra charge, we will send you a link so you can download that app, which is called Lead Connector for both the Apple smartphone as well as the Android smartphone. In the next 5 minutes, I'll walk you through how this app works, but you're going to see that it really becomes your sales assistant that's in your pocket working on your behalf 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Allow me to introduce myself. I started a sales training company in 1978. Since then, I've garnered many rewards and accolades because of my unique approach to helping over 7,000 business to business sales forces grow their top line. You see, I have focused on the processes associated with finding, acquiring, and retaining customers. I know you probably have attended hundreds of sales schools where a lecturer stood up and told you how to sell. We've realized way back in the early 1980s that lecturing does not help salespeople sell more, but implementing a better, more effective process does. And now, with the advent of artificial intelligence, we have technology that does the work for you. Now, don't confuse this with CRM systems or perhaps the CRM system you're currently using. Our service does not need to be integrated with anything you have. It does not require you to have any more training. As a matter of fact, you'll probably never put your hands on the keyboard to do anything with autopilot. It works on the side completely in a standalone fashion to help you get the results you want. Now, it's an old school strategy, but boy, does it work. If you can control the quantity and quality of activity, you control in direct mathematic proportion the quantity and quality of results produced by that activity. By utilizing your smartphone to communicate with autopilot in only a few minutes per week, you'll see a dramatic increase in activities because autopilot does the work for you. For instance, autopilot can make cold calls for you. Autopilot will make cold approaches via email and text for you. Equally important, autopilot will stay in touch and nurture thousands of relationships on your behalf, all without you doing 1 minute of extra work. So, what this really works down to is the secret sauce that will help you avoid what we refer to as the time and task conundrum. The picture you're looking at is the typical business to business sales professional of today. Studies have shown that these men and women have to conduct 83 different tasks on a daily basis. No one can change from task A to B to C to D to E, F in a matter of minutes and maintain proficiency. As a result, there's a perpetual conflict between what do I do next, what are my highest priority tasks, and what are the low value tasks. You see, this man is frustrated because the processes that he's working within assume he'll do all of the work. And what he really wants to do is spend more time conducting presentations on the phone, Zoom, or face to face in order to generate commissions and bonuses for himself. Utilizing autopilot and the power of artificial intelligence, we will get rid of the majority of those 83 tasks. This allows this man to have more time per day to pursue more opportunities. And we both know the more opportunities you pursue, the more relationships you create and maintain, the more transactions you'll close. At the end of the day, the capabilities of autopilot literally improve on a daily basis. But right now, this service will take inbound calls from your prospects. It will answer questions from your prospects in good grammatical English or up to 15 other languages should you choose. It will carry on conversations and qualify your prospects, and it will even book appointments for you in your calendar with those prospects that it created. You see, it can send prospecting email, More importantly than broadcasting email or text messages, when your prospects respond, the artificial intelligence understands what they've said. Based on that conversational quality, the artificial intelligence will make decisions to pursue or to postpone pursuit of a prospect. It works 24 hours a day, never takes a break. It will nurture hundreds, scratch that, it will nurture thousands of relationships on your behalf. And it will converse with those relationships based on the response from the prospect. The artificial intelligence will craft a new email, a new text message, or make an outbound phone call to get that prospect in the right place to buy from you when they're ready. This approach has been proven by a study done by the Harvard Business Review to increase your top line by 36%. It will turn leads into sales effortlessly. You won't even know it's working until it books appointments in your calendar with prospects that have been qualified, nurtured, and are ready to buy. More important than that, you'll have access to all of the information that Autopilot has collected on your prospect. What are their pain points? When's their budget due? How big of a transaction are we looking at? All of those qualifying questions will be in your lead connector when you get ready to make that appointment. And it's all done autonomously with no effort on your part. So let's take a quick look at Lead Connector. Again, you can download it into your smartphone, whether it's an Apple or an Android. And once you've downloaded, just log into it with the credentials we've given you for Autopilot. All of your data will be safe and sound at all times, but you can send and receive information through Lead Connector, eliminating the need for you to ever put your hands on a PC keyboard. And you can control your Autopilot AI sales assistant. Now, I've got live data on the screen. I didn't want to compromise my relationship with any prospects. So I've blacked out their email and phone number. But look at the red arrow in the top left-hand corner. The first thing I do when I get into Lead Connector is I click on those, and it will take me to a screen that I'll show you in just a moment. You can also click on the people at the bottom to see your contacts, or the calendar to see your calendar. And we have a control that I call the quick access. And this is where I go to send emails, add contacts, scan a business card directly into Autopilot, book appointments, request a Google review. And I don't know if you are sending invoices or not, but you have the opportunity to do it. To create a new opportunity, click another button to make a phone call, which will automatically be logged into your system, or send a message. All of that power in your pocket 24 hours a day. Now, we also have the ability to go into what I call the frequent function list. Basically, of all the functions listed on the screen, there are three that I use very often. Opportunities, that's my sales pipeline. Tasks, now I can dedicate tasks to me, or I can delegate tasks to other members of my team, all through my handheld Lead Connector technology. And I have documents stored, so when a prospect says, send me a proposal, it takes me about 5 seconds to get that proposal out the door. And there are other functions here that you may want to explore, but I discourage salespeople from getting involved with those because we will do that work for you. It's part of our service. Now, the most important part of the entire system is the pipeline, or the opportunities screen. Once again, I've covered up names of prospects that are ready to make a decision. We have new leads, and if you scroll to the right, which I couldn't fit on the screen, you'll see every stage of our pipeline. Now, some of our leads come in with dollar signs already attached to them, but as you can see, the majority don't yet have dollar signs because they have not yet been qualified. Autopilot's going to qualify those leads with a series of questions, and it will move the qualified leads to the next column to the right. You can swipe up and down any column to review all of your leads, all of your contacts, all of your opportunities. But the way the flow actually goes is as opportunities get to satisfy the criteria for one column, just move the card, push on the card, and move it to the right. And autopilot will take care of the follow up, sending the appropriate email, triggering workflows, setting reminders, and it's all done with one hand. You see, we have flow charted your entire sales process and programmed it into the artificial intelligence. As you can see, that diamond shape in the middle of your screen, that's where autopilot makes a decision based on what information has come from the prospect. What autopilot's going to do for you, and Lead Connector in particular, is it will stop funnel leakage. You will never again lose a lead because you didn't have the bandwidth to follow up on them. You'll never again lose the lead because they said not now, and you said I have to pursue high priority activities. 100% of your leads will be pursued perpetually, and sooner or later, they will all fall to the bottom of your funnel. So let's level your playing field. Let's give you a competitive advantage. You have the power right there in your smartphone. Be accountable to yourself. Utilize this on a just-in-time basis. I make all of my calls through this service because it's automatically logged, conversations are detailed, and I have an up-to-date record of my prospects' activity and my communications with them in a matter of seconds. We typically add 6 to 7 figures to the top line of our customers. But I have to caution you, AI is no magic bullet. You have to follow through. If you will just stay in touch with autopilot, you will find that you too will be, as most of our clients have, the beneficiary of a 36% top line increase. I'm Gil Cargill, and once again, I want to thank you and your company for doing business with us. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to write me at gil@salesautopilot.net or call me at 530-684-1473. Our autopilot system, who we've nicknamed Jane, will answer the phone, answer any questions you have. She'll even give you a demonstration if you ask her to give you a demo of how she would handle customer inquiries for your company. Again, I wish you good luck and good selling, and thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.